Welcome back to our stupid 71 number, the D&D. Woo. Joe, what happened last week? Come on,
I
It
Joe.
don't
was a
know.
Come
it
on,
was
Joe.
another
Come
centric
on.
episode.
Come on, Joe.
See,
Come
Melna
on.
Melna
Come on.
scolded me last week.
Come on, Joe.
I got scolded by Melna.
And broke a
We
window.
had a group therapy session.
We had group therapy. We all talked, and then we had group untherapy.
It was
That also
pretty much
sounds fun.
another centric episode.
Another STK.
Yep.
I wouldn't say it was a centric episode. Anywho, as last time we adventured into a village called Thornsville. One went to a tavern. One went to get a bath. Some did crime. And one did meditation. And
one got PTSD.
one got PTSD.
The other
And two are now outside of town.
Fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As I'm gonna start over here with the person who's missing right now. Where is Giblet? Or Vessel, my bad.
Vessel would reach through the fourth wall and smack you if he could.
What's Vessel
How's
up to?
Giblet doing?
How's Vessel?
Vessel's in the Fate realm.
What's he up to currently?
He is acquiring a new shield
Alright.
so that his armor class can go back up, and so that he has a casting focus again.
Right? So you went to somebody else to get magic items?
Well,
Are you cheating on him?
It's
You're cheating
technically
on
a
me.
non-magical item.
You're cheating on me. And others could still make the best crafts anywhere.
Well, yeah.
He-
Well, you
he-
see, the
he's-
shield
he's-
is technically non-magical, although it's a casting focus. It's just
It
because
wouldn't
of
matter.
the
It
inscribed
wouldn't matter.
pattern on it.
Nutters could still make it better than anybody else in the entire universe.
Yeah. So
You don't know how to make magic like
I'm
that.
just getting salty.
He's cheating on you. Because he's being cheated on.
Nutters is literally world famous for being the best enchanter / craftsman out
World
there.
famous.
Vessel is also trying to convince
He's pretty
Melna
fucking good at his shit.
that people messing with timey-wimey shenanigans above her head or behind her back is bad.
With my
and
new
she's-
skills,
and that she is
Well-
not taking it seriously enough.
Well,
What-
about
what-
that topic, it's kind of a bit better knowing exactly where someone is at a time, no? If you kill him, then there'll just be another one in his place, and we won't know who or where to look for. It's
And we
easier to
kill that one
monitor
too.
them like that. But that's such a hassle. It'd be honestly just better to, I don't know, imprison him for eternity.
Let's do
Nutter,
that.
Let's do that.
Nutters pulls out a mason jar with a lid on it, a couple of holes poked in the top.
You're,
You're
not
not
in
here.
the Fate realm.
You're not here.
Fourth wall.
Ah,
Fourth wall! Ah!
I'm fixing this idle animation so that I stop stabbing myself and stop blinding myself.
Well,
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I'm not exactly one to tell you what to do, but I'm going to tell you what to do. Fix the problem you're there to fix first, and then move on to the next course of action. I don't care what you do after your current job, just complete the first one. If he makes your job easier, keep him. If he doesn't, eh.
Debatable.
Debatable.
I honestly don't give a shit what happens to the world. I'm supposed to watch it and see what happens. I'm not exactly supposed to save it. Or, well...
Thought you were, though.
But you
Well,
weren't.
that depends on your view of saving. When something's in a situation where it's going to be fine, but not the fine that we like. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not fine. You know?
I think should cut this conversation here and zoom to the rest of the party before Melna ends up saying things that are completely contradictory to the reason why he follows her.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's going in that direction.
Anywho, get your shield. I'll prepare a something. I don't know.
Jump out the window.
Fight
If
the
you
shield.
jump out the fucking window, I swear.
You can't tell me what to do!
Yes, you can. I walk up to the window, pat it, and then walk away. Good window.
Roll
Next
a
time,
D20 for
next
me.
time.
Roll a D20 for me.
$19.
You pat it. You pat it. The silicone wasn't dried yet. It goes.
Oh. Was that rolling strength?
Yes.
Considering the vessel's got like 25 strength, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 strength. That's bad.
You hear a slurping sound as you look back, and you see a very fucking tired Melna drinking what's probably coffee, and she grumbles like, "This is part of the reason why I don't care."
I'll fix that.
No, you won't. I'm going to end up fixing it, aren't I? We both know that. You are not a carpenter.
Hold on, I'm
Rub
gonna
out.
get some adamantium.
Adamantium. That gives me an
That'll-
idea. As everything around you starts to distort, as you find
Crap.
yourself in the middle of a
Or wait,
town.
mithril. Is it mithril or is it adamant? I forget what the most toughest real metal in D&D is. It's not a real metal.
That would be adamantium.
Adamantium.
Okay, it is adamantium. Because I know there's adamantite, there's mithril, and a bunch of other, and
Ice flex.
vibranium. It's just like
Vibranium.
every fictional universe has its own super metal.
Yeah. As you find yourself on the outskirts of a town called Thornsbin.
Hmm.
Florence something.
Thornsville, Thornsbin, whatever you want. I don't know. Thorn. Pretty sure it's
Thorn.
Thornsbin. It is now. It is now. All right.
Don't look at plot holes. Stop looking at the plot holes.
No, don't look at. This is my story. It has pockets.
Yes. The story has pockets. I
It has
like
pockets.
that.
It has pockets. Nice story.
Stop
Mine has pockets.
Stop looking in break of continuity. Stop.
You know what I mean. Just because I don't know what I know doesn't mean you don't know what I knew. What? You know. Anywho, Vessel,
Mm-hmm.
what you doing?
Hmm?
Oh, actually, no. You do get a single. You do actually get a single request from Melna.
Oh? And that quest is
The last
Who's-
warlord you
who like a
killed.
bully.
I don't. There wasn't really a shift. I think someone's siphoning your siphon.
Huh.
And I have one request. Find them and kill them. Quite simple. Or trap them in the reality changer for like a fucking millennia. That's about the same. Anywho, off with you. You broke my window.
Aw. I didn't even do it on purpose this time.
I don't blame you, but I'm going to send the bill to I don't know, someone.
Send the building and utters.
Yes.
Just a bill falls on Jerome's lap. He's why you're there. While meditating, a bill just
How much does it cost?
It cost exactly one window.
Fair enough. I already broke one of them.
As Jerome, as you are meditating, you know the I want to make the fucking joke. Fuck it. Yeah. As you just kind of like Terminator teleport in, that fucking ball of electricity. You gorge the ground a little bit. It makes all that static and noise. It's just a fucking hoot and holler. All
Do
aesthetical.
you need some clothes?
Vessel, do you need some
Mhm.
clothes?
It's the Terminator. The Terminator doesn't teleport clothing.
No, he's got his armor. As you find yourself appearing in front of Jerome, who's kind of meditating in front of a tree or something. Where were you meditating?
I went to my room to meditate.
Oh, that's awkward.
You know what? Maybe I will show up without my armor.
You find
Oh
yeah,
dear.
No, you've appeared in your room, but you appeared so close to the wall that it caused like a fucking cubby hole between the two rooms.
Oh. Okay.
So just
But in all seriousness, I just updated the avatar so there's no armor on it.
nice.
Just gotta give it a minute.
Anywho, Vessel, what do you want to do before I snap back to profanity? Watch
I'm
the
gonna just
reality.
snap back to profanity. I'm really curious as to what everyone is doing.
All right, Draco,
Yes.
what you doing, hon?
Going to find a bathhouse to take a bath and calm my mind.
Nice.
So you're dirty. I don't think bathhouse can clean your mind. I'm sorry.
You enter the bathhouse. It is called the Mud Pit. So you are heading in. You see there is no exact front table. There's no one exactly monitoring it. You see there are two. Oh, just punched my mic. I'm sorry, Mike. You see there are two doorways. Oh, that's terrifying. Why is it so skinny? You see there are two doorways. One labeled for one labeled for women, the other for men to pick and choose. And then there's one in the center that says slime.
Oh no. It didn't work.
I go to the men's side.
Alright.
the invisible shader does not work.
It's getting rather late in the day, so it's not actually that full. So the people that are there is very sparse. Maybe see a human and an elf or two. Maybe the occasional dwarf. You see that there is a middle sauna, and then after the changing room, it goes into the actual spring.
Alright, I'm gonna head out to the change. I'm gonna go to the changing room, disrobe, do all that good stuff, and get inside spring.
Okay. One sec. Ooh, doo, 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 boo, boo. Hey, Mega, can you check DM for me real quick?
Sure.
I'll let you see what happened.
It's gonna be beautiful. Oh, it's amazing.
The invisible shader did not work.
Oh, I love it. Oh,
It broke.
oh, glorious, glorious.
see
On the
red
bright
light.
side, the idle animation's definitely fixed. I can see now.
Glorious day.
Yeah.
Okay. You enter the hot spring and you see it is a very large pit of mud.
Perfect to help clean off the mud.
Perfect to help clean off the mud.
I'm like, meh, and I just get inside.
All right, you slide into the mud. You see that the hot spring is actually it's a unisex hot spring, so it's all muddied up of people. You actually think you see a familiar elf floating past in the center, wearing their familiar chromatic jacket and phoenix feathers coming out of the side of their hood. They have a snorkel on. They just into the mud. It was Dez. You saw Dez.
I saw this.
You saw Dez, right? Goddess got to relax.
Fair enough.
Glorious token to immortalize the pink vessel.
Pink vessel. You don't look pink to me.
Purple.
Fair enough.
Beige.
Hey, TK.
Yes. I'm scared.
You should be.
Did it work now? I think it worked now.
Sound effects. Why
Yeah.
did you get my attention?
So it starts to rain overhead.
Hey, Hijack, for your screenshot.
Well,
Beautiful. Glorious. I love it. Oh, I
Fun.
think it's screenshot. Stand in the middle of the camera. Show the world. Glorious.
Nude.
Nerd.
my
As-
eyes. It hurts.
Yes.
It's gonna give someone a skill boner. Anyhow, necrophilia.
No.
As
Keep your penises away from vessel.
as we return to the grave,
Well,
currently across Ravel, holding the child's body.
I am still confused as frick about what the hell does this even mean? Like, this literally doesn't make any sense.
Nuddles,
What?
does this have any sense to you?
Say what?
Holds up the
Yes.
holds up the younger body that he's currently holding.
Oh, is that his? Is that baby Reveal?
No, it's
No!
the dead younger body, the lifeless younger body of TK. Remember the grave that you just dug up? That inside
Oh.
had a
Yeah.
younger body of
The thing
TK.
that just literally doesn't make any sense.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, forgot. Yeah,
We
we
have
went to go look for
No
that.
logical explanation for it.
Nutters is going to cast. You ready for this? Speak with the dead. Using my staff,
How?
by the way.
There might not be any soul attached to it ever.
Nothing happened.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. It's dead. I can speak to it. It doesn't have to have its soul. That's not how speak with the dead works.
That's not what I meant. More like it was never alive. Therefore, it's a meat puppet with no brain.
You cast.
But it was at one time alive,
You cast.
and that's all that matters.
As if
We don't need it to tell us what's happened after it's dead. We need to tell it what happened before it was dead, and that would have
Well, we
been.
saw what happened before it died.
All right, Hijack, just let's humor him.
Oh, no.
All right, we're
Well, we saw
humoring
what
him.
happened before that
Whether it
body
works or
count.
not, Nutters is gonna cast Speak with the Dead. I would suggest reading the spell.
Okay. This is already uncomfortable.
I feel less naked now.
Oh. Good job. Good on you.
See, it says nothing about if it has or has had. It just literally says you grant a semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer 5 questions that I pose.
I'm just checking something.
Well, it's still up to GM interpretation.
Yeah, well, I mean, GM still has
I'm
to
just
answer the
checking
question.
one. I'm checking one thing, but it should work. Okay.
The caveats at the bottom. Can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that's happened since it's died, and can't even speculate about the future.
Yeah, this should work.
And as far as the whole,
As-
it has a choice to answer me truthfully based off of how it recognizes me. Well, I want to point out I've got a charisma of 30.
As you watch as the body takes in a breath, and it sounds like it's breathing through a kind of like it makes like a whistling sound as it breathes
Like it's
in.
breathing through a tube.
Yeah, one of those you know those large plastic tubes where when you breathe through them they make that sound?
I know what you're talking about.
Basically makes that.
The ones that you can spin around really fast and it goes woo woo.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
As its eyes still remain dead and bleak.
Oh yeah, it doesn't change it physically.
It's-
It's still just.
Its head sorts of tilts upwards.
But it can, during the duration of the spell, perceive everything in the same way that it would have while it's alive.
What's your first question?
Do we know who killed him? We don't know who killed him, do we? Who killed you? That's my first question. Do you know why you died?
Does it make cucumber noises?
That's the question. Do you know why you died?
I am not dead. What's your first response? It says that it is not dead.
He says he's not dead. Okay. Second question. Do you know who dispatched this particular body?
I did.
Anybody got any questions?
The only one
We're not there.
With you, only one with you is TK and Ravel.
You're right. Right?
I am
TK.
way too uncomfortable to be asking my dead body questions.
Well, this is the best way to learn about your past. I point at it and I look at TK and I say, this is your past. This is the past that you want to know. Do you want to know something about your
I
past?
don't have a feeling
This
that
is
if
the
I
person
ask
that
the
you can
one
ask.
question I've been searching my memories for, this guy's not going to have the answer.
Here's the real question. Is this younger dead body gender bent?
No, it's never.
No.
It's a rotten corpse. You wouldn't know if it was or
It's
not.
not rotten.
You're gonna count its ribs and check
It's
its
not rotten.
pelvis.
It's not rotten. There's no rotting. It looks exactly as you. It looks exactly as you last remember it, TK. Maybe a little bit more dirty and flaking a little bit, but there's no flesh.
Well, nobody.
no
What is
flesh,
my
it's a
aunt's
skeleton?
name?
No, no. I mean, there's no muscle under the skin. It's hollow.
Oh.
I got my question.
'Kay.
What is my aunt's name?
I mean, what is your aunt's name?
It's we're both the same thing. Apparently.
I can't remember. But I feel I already know.
So wait, do we already know? Do we already know the person?
Is
Or
that the question?
yeah, I'm getting a clarifying question. Does that mean that? Do you mean that it is? You think it's someone we already know? We just don't know who?
Don't know.
Darn. The shot.
One more.
So he doesn't remember the name. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he does not know the name that I seek.
He doesn't know the name, but but they think they already know it.
So apparently we might already know it. I don't think I do.
What was the hag's name?
Are you talking about the Scion Hag? The one that
The one,
hexed
the,
him?
the one that the one that helped us with the werewolf.
That was the
Dude.
That was Lestouge. That was Lestouge.
The stews, yeah. I said, I look at TK and I say, "Is your aunt the stooge?"
I don't think so.
Well, I do kind of see a family resemblance.
You most
I
certainly
want to
know
slap
Lest-
you
most
so hard
certainly-
right now.
You most certainly know Lestouge is not.
Not. I know it was a joke. I was just poking
I
fun
know.
at.
You have one more question.
Wait. How best can we? How would you like? What would you like us to do with your body? How best what could we do to make you more comfortable in your afterlife?
I'm not dead though.
He's
They're
not
not
dead.
They're not
It's me.
dead. They're not dead. They just say they're not dead.
It's not how it works in D&D. Like
Dude.
he is a corpse with a spirit. It does not have your soul and consciousness, but it's still a corpse with its spirit. And that's how undead are formed. Undead are creatures that don't have a soul. Right, you understand that, yeah?
Doesn't answer the question.
He doesn't answer.
Doesn't answer that question.
Alright, well, that was my final question, so he should fall back dead, and Nutters is gonna take a DNA sample.
He doesn't, though. As its head actually tilts and looks over at you, TK, and you watch as the eyes flicker lifelike. And it looks at you, and it says, "It gets so lonely in your mind." And out, like a light.
I don't this at all. I think I need a drink.
And much like
Oh.
tinnitus, you get a ringing in your ear, TK.
I tell Ravel to take a sample and rebury the body.
What type of sample?
Yeah, take a sample of its flesh.
He grabs it and he starts ripping on the cheek. Now, I know I'm not. I know I'm a rather strong person. Nados.
I hand him a knife. I didn't say rip its skin off. I said take a sample.
Well, usually I can just rip off the sample I need. I've got strong hands, though they're very effeminate. I keep good care of them. He uses the knife. You hear the sawing sound.
I'll walk over and I just kind of put my hand on his hand and stop him. Take the knife away and just scrape some skin cells off into a vial.
Nothing scrapes off.
I'm getting visibly uncomfortable with the situation,
You
so I'm
see
starting
the
to walk.
knife has actually started to dull when trying to cut the skin.
I look over at TK and start walking at him holding the knife menacingly.
Oh! I pick up my pace.
No.
Heading to the tavern?
Yep,
Alright.
I need a drink.
I mean, the whole thing is just one big DNA sample. I can just take it to the bag.
Works for me.
He picks it up, throws it over his shoulder. TK, as you're walking away, you hear your younger voice ring in your head one last time as you hear almost in a whisper. As you hear almost in a whisper, the Weave Witch watches.
I could not hear that.
The Weave Witch watches.
Hold up.
I know who Auntie is now.
Okay, dude.
But that's out of character, so I can't say nothing. Didn't others
Well,
hear him
The
say it?
phrase "the Weave,"
Didn't others hear that?
that phrase has been spoken to you by the students once before.
Freaking Desra. if Desra ends up being involved. in some major way.
You're blood related to Desra.
That'd be hilarious.
Desra
Ah.
is your
Yeah, I was just messing with
For
him.
you
Just,
to
No.
die-
just
the
we pan,
possibility that
we pan
Desra is
over, we
like
pan over to the
speaking.
mud pit. We see a completely mud coated person pop up out with a snorkel, rub off the eyes, look up, and it's like, I feel someone's making wrong assumptions.
and by the way, Hijack, while we're out in the woods, you did say this is the area that I would find that in.
This is
I'm
the area
looking
that you
for a
start
fuzzy
finding that
fuzzy.
is.
I rolled
Roll pretty damn high.
that's like a 32 or something.
It's at the Valley of the Giants, but you're getting close. You are rather close. 32. I'm gonna roll a percentile die.
All right, 'cause I'm looking for a fuzzy fuzzy.
32. 39. Just above. So we'll so remember that 32. The next dawn you can roll another one, and we're gonna add whatever you next roll onto your 32, and then we're gonna roll another percentile dice. And as soon as you
All right.
roll below, that's when you find it.
Okay.
It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't take you more than like 2. That was just.
Well,
really
I can solve this real quick and just cast first level locate animal.
You probably could. You gonna go fuzzy buzzy hunting with Ravel?
Yeah, TK's off going to get drunk because PTSD. So we're gonna go fuzzy buzzy hunting.
Because
Nutters
Emotional damage.
Nutters has really been feeling his biological clock ticking and wants to make an offspring.
Aren't you like immortal?
Besides the Beacorns. The Beacorns, he's created a whole civilization that when he passes on to godhood, they're gonna inherit his bag, by the way. The Beacorns will be in charge
Ravel
of
makes
that
note.
claim.
Yeah. As
Oh,
you-
well,
you-
Ravel will be going with Nutter whenever Nutter ascends. He still has to have his personal assistant.
As Nutters and Ravel go out hunting for a beacorn, I say yes, you'll be able to find one.
Not Beacorn, Fuzzy Fuzzy.
You know what I meant, a fuzzy fuzzy. The bee cat.
All right.
The brat.
Well, I did make a net for it last session.
Yep.
So. A net made specifically for catching one.
Kidnapping your next of kin.
As Vessel, you see a very drained looking TK walking down the dirt path, boots starting to soak a bit in the mud below him. Oh wait, you're in the bag. Yeah, fuck it. You were supposed to pop in the town, but eh. Non-Newtonian vessel. Don't question it.
Don't worry about it.
He's non-Euclidean.
I'm non-Cluakian.
Non-Cluakian. Just say you've probably walked away from Jerome because awkward situation. Into town.
Da 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 da.
Wait, TK's got a cloaca. Or at least in the VR chat, he is a frog.
Could you not?
He's a frog?
Frogs have cloacas.
Shut up.
It's not a frog.
Of course, then again, so do,
Don't say it. You can think it, but don't say it.
axolotls.
Motherfucker.
So that means Sus has bonus damage against
Okay,
you.
so Devlin is next on the chopping block to be tortured. Right?
Yep.
Good.
Don't make me expose you. I'll tell everybody about your cloaca.
As 2K, you head into the tavern, and as you enter, it's actually doesn't look like it's changed a day from when you were last here.
Huh.
Uh-oh. Wonder what's gonna happen when me and Ravel come strutting into town with your corpse on their shoulder.
That's a problem I am not going to concern myself with.
You're going to have to concern yourself with that.
I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
You realize what Nutters is doing, right?
Don't care.
As you
He's
enter,
he's trying to help you for real.
as you
He
enter,
really is. He's
as
trying
you
to help
enter the tavern, TK, soft piano music is playing. That's a new instrument here. They didn't have one of those before, so there are new things. It's not like time hasn't changed in Thornsville.
Or has it?
Or has it? As you see a lot of people.
A lot of people? What?
Lot of people.
Oh my god.
And
You're gonna hate me, Hijack.
you feel homely. Yes.
No. Just remind me later that I said that to help me remember why.
Fair enough.
Just going to pull up to the bar.
What
Get
war
us
time is Scout
Yes,
doing?
number that you
To
ever
your left, TK, you see this gelatinous figure.
Huh.
Oh no. Is it Mr. Boob Goob?
Yes. No. Mega, describe
I am
yourself.
not in the mood to deal with.
Mega.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, describe yourself.
TK, when you look to your left, you see a rather tall, humanoid, gelatinous creature. Any of you see the original Ben 10 Alien Force?
Oh,
I don't
you're
watch.
Goop.
I don't watch.
You're Goop.
We've all
Yeah,
seen
kind-
Slime Girls
kind
on Rule 34, Mega.
Kind of think Goop, but with a bit more of an ovuloid head, rounded shoulders, 5 fingers instead of 4, and a
No
cyan.
gravity thing.
Yeah, no gravity thing, obviously, and no omnitrix symbol. 5 fingers instead of 4.
Hey, check your DM really quick.
Mega's a fucking plasmoid.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I have actually not seen Goob. Or Goop. Ben 10 Goop.
Hijack, you want to show them the picture that you drew?
I'll send that to our own thing in a little.
Alright.
I'm looking at it
So,
up.
so Hijack, while we're walking back to town, Nutters is examining this corpse.
Yeah?
A little more closely. He wants to cast, first of all, detect magic on it. He's gonna poke it with a stick.
Stick
It's
explodes.
magic poking stick.
JK.
Stick explodes.
Stick explodes. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Non-magical.
Not magical.
Not
Well,
at this
something
point.
has to be making him impervious to damage. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's making him not be able to be hurt by a magical weapon? Because, like, I mean, I can understand something that, like, you can't cut it with just a normal knife, but a magical knife that can't penetrate something, no, that's
You
worthy of
use the magic.
investigation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the knife I handed to him is it's a +1.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Now that changes things.
That would change things.
Yeah, it's the only knife Nutters has. He's got a +1 dagger. He's had it since he was like 3rd level.
Yeah, no. Still wouldn't be able to just upright cut that simply.
Right? So again,
Not magical.
that's odd that something can stop a magical knife from cutting it.
It's not
So
magic.
that's Nutters is
not
trying to
magic.
investigate what is the cause of that.
How
How is that possible?
No, wait, yeah, the rod explodes. It would. It would. Oh, yeah, it would. Alright.
Alright.
Because
then,
it's a hard line between a magic it can't pick up and a magic that overloads it.
right.
Because it's that hard line, but I'm thinking it through, it's like, well, what is this body? What's happened to this body? Where did the auntie touch you on this body?
Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Card Joe.
Exactly. But yeah, it overloads the stick.
Okay. Then I'm going to, because I can now, take the time to absorb the magic. Like I would with any other artifact.
I'm gonna say no.
This body is
Yes.
an art. I'm looking at it like this body is an artifact.
It's not. It is, but it isn't an item. It's not something you can absorb. It's
Is a
If you try and
corpse,
absorb this, you would.
is a corpse not an item?
A corpse is an item, but you try and absorb the magic from this, you will explode.
It's not something.
No,
you
that's
can
not how
absorb.
it works. That's
I'm
not
just
how that
saying
works.
this
No,
is not
what
gonna
I'm
be
trying to,
something you
it's not that I absorb the power of it, it's more that I absorb the knowledge of the power of it. So that I can replicate it, because I'm 17th
Yeah, you
level,
would
and I
still
can now
explode.
replicate.
You would
I
not
could
be.
rep-
You would not be able to replicate this. This is beyond your pay grade right now.
Okay. Just saying,
Yeah,
because
you
that is the new
tried.
power I got now, is
I know.
to
I know.
replicate
I'm just saying this is
legendary.
this is a bit above that. This is not a bit. This is really above that pay grade.
Back.
To
It's
just.
not gonna stop him from trying.
I know you can try, but you try it and
Warning lights go off.
pretty much, yeah. Warning lights go off saying, "Don't proceed. Don't proceed." Your
Don't do
own
it.
magic starts trying to kick it back away from you, like two strong magnets pushing at one another. You know what I mean?
Alright, yeah.
That's the effect you get from this.
You're
Whatever
actually saying, like, I
whatever
don't like
magic that's on that thing is pushing away other magic receptacles.
I got you. So I've got my revert back to. I explain it to Ravel, which
Yeah.
duh, you're Ravel. But yeah, so Nutters explains to Ravel what he's trying to do, and tells him, well, back to plan A.
Trying to
Put him in the tank.
But
We're gonna clone him.
shrugs.
We're gonna
As a
grow a
player,
new
I
one.
do not like this.
We're gonna grow a new one.
I feel we should just try. We should probably try to learn what this is first, before we try to make another one.
Don't worry
Well,
about it.
Anywho,
Well,
snap.
it won't activate unless the other TK dies. So it's not like it'll hurt anything. It'll have no
Anywho.
consciousness or soul.
Anywho, pulling back to the tavern where we were. Mega, you saw my last message to you?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember their name?
That particular person,
Yeah,
or
that particular
I-
one.
I do not.
Okay. It's currently.
Okay.
What?
Excuse me, lad. Sorry to be a bother there, but you're taking my friend's seat. Have you heard of him? He's the current bard around here. His name's Eddie.
Eddie.
Oh, not familiar.
Just ring a bell. Sorry, I'll scoot it here.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you. Mind if I get you a drink for that?
Sure. No.
You know what? As a matter of fact, you can have my seat. I don't mind standing.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just scoot a bit.
One more DM, Mega.
Right, yeah, I saw that.
Ugh.
What are you up to, Scout? You were pulling crime, so I'm gonna leave you be actually, unless you also pull into the tavern.
Dirty crime boy.
Dirty crime boy.
He's having his date. He's having his date with Eldra.
Yes, crime date.
And you said my crime was just getting supplies.
Yeah, pretty much. You have the money to pay for stuff. You don't need to steal it here.
I have 0 money.
You don't have money. The group does. Party fund, remember? You are allowed to take from that. Just ask Wes. What we're at, what you're at, and how much you have to spend. Anywho.
I go make potions.
You want to go make what? Weapons?
Potions.
Potions. All right. Do you want to go roll on that that one potion crafting list, by the way, the new one?
The what?
Just roll some survival DCs and then go compare them to the list on the you know, the new material we got for you, that potion list thing inside of the announcement. Go take a look at that one. You are currently in a forest.
Where?
Announcements. Our chat
I
announcements,
don't know
our
where
personal-
anything is.
It's like-
There's a lot of unnecessary channels, in my opinion, here.
In your opinion, go to player announcement.
I don't know what that is.
It's literally the one in the same tab. There isn't a lot of channels. You just everything's categorized. Here's Scout. Anywho, yeah, carry on. Mega. No more interruptions.
Anyway, barkeep. Give me something light for my new friend here.
TK, behind the bar, you see a very old, very familiar elven woman. Well, something? What can I get you? They turn and look you in the eyes, TK, and the glass they're currently holding a mug they were going to that was actually for your buddy there, and they drop it.
Oh, that ain't good. Something on my
Okay.
face.
And they just stand. They're just standing there like they're looking at a ghost, looking at you, TK.
You alright?
Well, I'll be. What brings you back to this part of the woods?
Oh my goodness, I could fill like 5 books with the whole situation.
Oh, right. Sorry, I haven't introduced myself. The name's Rob.
Rope?
Rob. R-O-B. Rob O'Fiat.
Alright. Pleasure to meet ya.
Roberto.
Anyway. Can I help you clean that up, miss?
Oh no, I've got it. I'm just looking at a zombie.
A zombie? Where?
She points at the human sitting next to you, TK.
Oh,
Actually, that's part of the reason why I'm
looks
here.
rather lively for a zombie.
That's what I'm thinking. It's been what? 200-300 years since I've last saw you.
Excuse me, what?
It's been about 200 or 300 years since I've last saw you.
That doesn't make... Oh my gosh, this is making even less sense.
You gotta remember, stepping into that temple really boosted you guys in the future a little. Remember, in the sand?
I thought it was only like a few years. Like
It was a few
2 or
years,
3.
yeah. 2 or 3 years there, and you were gone for 2 or 3. You yourself have been away for maybe 4 years, then 2 to 3 from there, so that's totaling out to 6, and then you gotta remember, the Feywild, time works differently here. It's faster.
Oh
and
yeah,
slower.
that's... So what could have felt like another, like, year for me?
Could have been 100 for her.
Oh.
Or 100
Okay,
for
that
her
makes
could have been 1 for you. Or wait, 100 for you could have been 1 for her. Depends where in the Feywild you are.
Gosh, I hate them sometimes. Actually, not just sometimes, most of the time.
Just so we're clear, it depends on what you're eating while you're in
I'm...
the outside
Dev?
world.
Stop. You're making this even more confusing.
You're hurting the brain. Leave his brain alone.
That's
bully.
how it works, though. It really depends on the type of food you eat. If you're eating plant life only, it lessens the effect. But if you eat anything living outside of plants, then it becomes higher and higher. And if you eat anything that was made by a Fae, then it's even higher. Like if you drink some kind of wine or eat a meal prepared by a Fae.
Anywho, you are catching Buzzy Buddies.
Just one. Just need one.
Yeah, I know. Anywho. I didn't think I'd be seeing 2 specters today.
Me too.
As you see out walking from the washroom area is a familiar, sort of more familiar cocoa-skinned bard with the eye patch over one eye that's scarred, bald, older, aged well. See the bard.
Huh.
He goes and he takes his seat and he says, "How's the drink going?" I just spilled it, dear. One sec. Don't worry. I'll get a new one. Lickety split. All right.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Hey.
Eddie.
Hey,
Hey, I just realized.
Made
not
a new
here.
friend here. What'd you say
I
your
can-
name was? I don't think I caught it.
not here.
TK.
He looks over at you. He looks you up and down and he's like, "Kid?" What in the magics? Looks you up and down. You aged well.
Well, mixture of weird genie caves and Feywild time shenanigans will do that. As well as a whole bunch of other confusing things I don't understand.
Wait, you two know each other?
I took this kid under my wing when I was just starting out as a bard.
Well, I can't tell if that just made things a lot easier or a lot harder.
Honestly, how are you not dead, kid? I gotta be real.
Long stories.
Probably that innate magic stuff, eh? Doing something that
Yeah.
like me, huh?
Phoenix feathers, saving my rear end multiple times.
New spell?
Yeah, figured out how to do it. Does set things on. Does burn anyone who sits nearby while I use it, but it does allow me to fly, and if I do nearly die, I can bring myself back to life. But it's coming at a kind of price, considering.
You watch as he flips up he strikes a match and he lights this rolled cigar that has this green filament at its tip.
Let's keep rattling about everything that has happened. How I've been retracing my memories, trying to figure out what the world happened. And until I get up to the point where I'm at now, where I came to just left this town, and
Last time
everything
I
tied
saw you, last time I saw you, kid, was when we were parting ways in Thornsville.
yeah, that's the last part I remember too. But the weirdest thing about that was, apparently,
I know myself.
yeah, I left the town. I ran into
Starts taking another drag
this.
of his cigar.
What I can only assume is this version of myself. I died, and then this body of myself took my place and went to the Kingdom of Plains, and I met a group of adventurers and things from there. But I don't know how that's even possible.
He looks at a cigar and he looks at you. I don't know what drugs you're on, but I think it's stronger than what I got.
I'm not on any drugs. This is, as far as I can tell, what happened.
I don't know what drugs you're on, but
And it only gets
one
stranger from there, buddy.
You
Like, I have literally
You've really coined yourself some sort of adventurer's backstory. Bard would pay millions for that.
Yeah.
This is rough.
Just wait till you get to the part. Just wait till I get to the part where I literally helped free a god, magic, who now just follows me wherever I go.
Vessel kicks open the door. I have returned.
Oh boy.
Everyone in the bar just turns and looks at you.
Just relaxed music stops.
Jazz music stops.
I look to see if there's a place to hang up a coat and hat.
Yes, but there's a coat and hat on it.
So there's a hat rack.
Yeah.
Vessel takes off his head and helmet and sits it on the hat rack.
both his head and helmet.
Yes.
This town really attracts some weird folk. This is
Walks up to Body walks up to TK.
Well, they're my friends.
This is Rob. We've been traveling together for maybe half a month, a few weeks. I was trying to get back here, and he was trying to get places. Don't ask where he wants to go, and I don't tell him where I want to go. It's a mutual understanding.
We both were just heading here, so.
Speaking of heading here, I forgot something. Vessel's body turns around to walk back to the coat rack.
A few small children are all around your head, looking up like, whoa. They all.
I would
They
stick
start
my tongue
climbing-
at you if
they
I
s-
had one still.
They all start climbing on their shoulders, trying to get your head. Roll initiative.
Vessel has battle planner.
The battle has already started, you fool! Vessel versus 3 children.
You're the idiot who put your head on a hat rack. Thought that would go well.
One of the children pick up your head.
I have +9 to initiative. So that's,
You get your head back.
yeah, 6 + 9.
15.
Yeah, brain's dumb.
Be the child.
Anyway,
What exactly?
very
were
long
you-
story short, me and my companions are here, traveling the Feywild, trying to stop the destruction of everything.
Oh, well, that sounds like a noble goal.
Yeah?
Vessel does not think it's the destruction of everything, per se.
Not
It's an
destructive.
oversimplification.
No one never really
Uh,
asked there, Robbie, but why did you want to get to Thorn?
You want the long answer or the short answer?
Take a pick.
He pulls out a coin, flicks it, catches it. Short answer.
Well, short answer is I want to do a little bit of good myself.
Alright.
Hey, Scout, do you and Eldra go into the tavern?
Do we?
Yeah, do you?
We-
I'm asking.
I don't know. Did I get any plans? Of course.
Did you go and roll on the list like I told you to?
I see that it says DC's 10 and all that.
Yeah, go roll your 3 survival checks and then look at the list.
Rifle checks.
You know, the checks you've been doing to forage every single time you foraged.
Survival check equal find plant check.
It quite literally can't get any simpler.
I didn't know how many rolls to
Ye-
do.
We just said 3.
Yeah, 3. Then you go to pick through forest.
I'm on the old computer, so everything's a little slow still.
Just roll the dice. If you get above a 20, you can get anything on the list. Anywho, but you can go back to figure out what you got after. After you finish picking your flowers, are you going into the tavern? Scout,
I think all of these are above a 20.
are they?
It's 19,
19,
18,
18, 17.
Yes, they're all above 20, so when you go and look at the environment list, go to forests, which is going to be on the second page with the blue creature, and you can pick 3 specific ones on that list.
Do I know what they do?
Go look at Hrothgar. potion brewing and ingredients gathering. Here we go. This one.
I'll just name these 3 for you. I don't know what they do.
Okay. Then what I want you to do is... you're gonna get 1 of each. Okay. Rainbow mushroom, hagfinger, and... Okay, cool. Those will be the 3 things you find. Feel free to find them in the ingredients gathering book. That is also in announcements. Scroll down and you'll find them. If you control F, you'll find them faster. Anywho, are you moving into the tavern after picking, or where did you want to go?
I don't really want to go to the tavern.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Is there any other places besides the tavern?
There is a hot spring.
No.
There is a bakery.
What?
There's a hot spring, a bakery, the tavern, a butchery. There is a herbalism shop. There is a which would be the apothecary, and
The herbs.
you find there's also a shop called Milton.
The herbs.
Okay. Back to the tavern. Well, it's mighty fine seeing you there, T.K. Whole world's crazy. I'm just a storyteller. But I'm glad to see you're okay, kid. Take it.
Yes.
Alright. Just know you're being addressed.
Right. Sorry. So someone's addressing me?
Yeah, he was just saying that it's nice to see you, glad to see you're in good health. That he sees the whole world is going crazy right now, and there's not much he can do. He's just a storyteller.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to make the world crazy, or at least make things as crazy as they used to. Not this whole new kind of crazy. Feywild is
fair.
always crazy.
You never miss old crazy until new crazy comes in.
Yeah.
But then the next crazy is gonna come and we're gonna miss this crazy.
Well, let's hope it's not as bad as this.
Does it ever get better?
That's what I'm hoping for.
It's gotta get better sometime, right?
Yeah.
This can't just keep stacking for worse.
Right.
You do good things happen. You do bad things happen.
I hear that one.
So it's up to us to make the world a better place.
Agreed.
Let me buy you around.
By the way, Nutters has the idea of just putting some leather straps on the corpse and selling it as a magical indestructible shield meant to strike fear into the hearts of your enemies.
You're not using my dead body as a shield.
It's indestructible.
I'm not going to allow you to do that.
You're clearly not there to stop him.
Currently. But as soon as I figure out that you're doing this.
It's gonna be labeled as the human shield.
It will hurt you.
So, drinks are served. Conversations are had.
You see the barmaid pull out, or you see Rob pull out a special tankard from out of his chest with a little bit of slime on it that says, "I went to the epicenter and all I got was this stupid flagon." And what was that?
No, nothing. Carry on.
Anyway, he hands it to the barmaid. The barmaid,
She'll fill it up for you.
yeah, she heads over to the trash can, just grabs a whole bunch of random stuff and
Fills it up.
puts it in there, and then I start downing it. Or what constitutes as a trash can? you
Yeah,
know?
the waste.
Yeah. She grabs waste and starts pouring it into the flagon.
It's like some sort of trash disposaling. That would be really useful to have. Some sort of trash disposal. What an interesting thought.
Not when we have pigs.
Is anyone else hearing voices? Am I just old?
You're just old, lady.
Oh, you're a big skeleton.
Hey, Vessel.
And you're and yes.
Would you like something to eat, dear? Get some meat on the bones.
Another time, perhaps.
Yeah, let-
So these are your new friends there, TK?
He looks at Rob and Giblet.
Travel for a while.
That's nice, dear.
Well, kid, I think I'm gonna stay in town for a little bit longer. I've personally got some stuff to tend to. It's amazing to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
What are you doing after this, Rob? You just gonna go do whatever acquaints to make the world better?
Well, gotta stop those warlords. Otherwise, all is lost, I guess.
I believe he was addressing Rob.
It was.
He's dressing-
It was, but you could speak. It's not like
It's not like
Good
you're acting rude.
never been malice. Got it. I'm a bard. What do I care?
What are manners? What are those?
Where are you going after here, Rob?
After this town or after... What are you speaking of specifically?
This tavern, this town. Where are you going next?
Oh, well... That's a good question. TK, was it?
Yeah?
Think I could travel with you in your pack for a little bit? You know, help the cause, I guess?
We could always use an extra hand.
That'll do.
Vessel has plenty of hands.
So does Rob.
I can
How
make
many
more
hands
if,
does Rob have?
if need be.
He's practically 100% hand.
If you're
So
wanting to
Rob
save
is
the
the hand.
universe,
He
You
is
need one
hand.
big hand
I'm
or a
willing
bunch
to
of
help.
small ones. I'm your guy.
That's what he calls the hands on.
He's very acidic. Got it.
well, actually, I'd better take you to Nutters. Just set up.
Well,
Yeah, we
I
were
may-
heading back into town. I
Yeah.
would have stabbed somebody in the bag by now.
well, kid, I may look like I'm only banking on 50, but I'm getting old, TK. Got Got a nice little tree to go sit under. I think I'm gonna play a few viol tunes, reminisce a few stories, and might call it my night.
Right.
If it was under any better circumstances. Yep. No. Whenever you finish what you're doing, kid, find me. And we'll go celebrate those birthdays we missed.
Right.
It's just sad I didn't really get you a gift. Hold on.
It's alright.
There. He pulls out this sphere of gears, and he hands it to you. That was mine, but you can have it. It's a little magical.
Thank you.
It doesn't do much, but it can help sometimes. It's illusionary. You can shift the gears a certain way and record an image up to a 6-second time, and you just shift the gears back out. It'll replay it over and over and over until you retrieve the item.
It could be useful.
I use it personally to record some, or magically document some of my tunes and stories.
Nice.
You enjoy it. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Ellie. Another round on me. Guys, drink
Alright.
tonight. Moving back into town, Nutters, where are you heading to?
I figure Ravel would probably want to hit the tavern. So
Into the tavern.
I tell him to drop the body off in my lab for testing later, and join us in the tavern.
So Nutters enters the tavern. Draco.
Yep.
You've been soaking for maybe about 20 minutes.
Yeah, by now I'll be like, okay, that's good. I'm gonna get up, clean up, get redress, and probably head to the tavern.
You see from the other side a very muddy figure, completely coated, wearing snorkel and flippers, kind of walk out trailing mud. And they look at you. You see two little windshield wipers clear out the eye space, and you see two familiar swirling red eyes look at you. They do an upwards nod.
I do, bro.
Plastic. What you doing in this, what's a place like you doing in a person like this? She
What?
cocks her fist on her hip.
Just like my mind out, you know.
Aw, do you need a hug?
And she opens her arms and she starts coming for you.
No, I'm good.
She wipes her hands on your back.
Where are we going? Did you bring an umbrella? I didn't bring an umbrella.
No, but I got wings.
Winged umbrella.
You watch as she gets that
Oh,
face like she just got
no.
an idea. She's like, wing umbrella.
Oh no.
She walks
Uh-oh.
outside and she lets the rain clean her off. She steals someone's umbrella as she leaves. And you hear her softly muttering, "Wing umbrella." And she's scratching her chin. She holds the rod and she pats the rod, but then she looks over at the knob. She nods. Wing umbrella. As over at the tavern, we hear a bunch of kids go, "Whoa!" As you guys don't see it, but as this mimic umbrella flies past.
Okay.
As in real time, you watch Desra straighten out the umbrella, put wings on that little nub. As it started writhing about, let it go. You see those little bulbs that kind of catch the rods at the end of the actual umbrella bit?
Yeah.
Those turn into teeth, and it goes. And
I'm
she
tired.
nods, and she says, "Wing umbrella. Good idea.
Oh no.
It's free. It's free."
Oh boy. Well,
And the question is, does Ravel catch it? The answer is yeah. Yes, it does. As you and Des meet Ravel walking down the street, and he is holding an umbrella that seems to be eating his fist. Marco,
Yes.
where are you heading off in this rainy night? Nutters and gang are currently at the bar, so that's where I'm heading.
Convenient. I decided I was thinking of heading there right now.
Very good. As Ravel, Draco enter, and Draco, on your shoulder is, on one shoulder you see Lestarak, and now on the other you see a very tiny chibi Desra kind of fluffing up a suit looking over at Lestarak, and she raises her eyebrows twice. As Lestarak says, "I don't feel comfortable."
hey guys, come
Yeah.
join us at the bar.
Yeah, I don't think you should, Star. I can
A little poof. You see a little poof of smoke and glitter over Draco's shoulder.
I'm guessing Desra.
You see,
You would guess correctly.
you
What's
see,
it?
you see Ravel put a umbrella in the umbrella holder, and then you see him shaking his hand as you watch his blood drips off of it.
Vel, you okay?
Desra.
The umbrella I found is carnivorous.
Because of Desra.
What did you do, Desra?
She had fun.
As Ravel joins Nutters and group at the bar.
Well,
I
whole
joined-
gang's here as far as I can tell.
I join you guys, but before I sit down, I flap my wings to get some water off and have them disappear.
I got a boo-boo.
You'll be
Ravel,
fine.
Ravel pulls out a small red vial and drinks it. I no longer have a boo-boo. Barmaid, could we have whatever food special is on tonight? All right. She goes back. She makes a plate. She brings it to Ravel and Nutters. Ravel starts eating. What you guys doing?
So, how's your day been, TK?
It's
He's
fine.
been- He's been making friends without us.
Hey, you're all good friends.
We unburied his body.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get my mind off of that.
Wait, what?
Vessel turns to look and she says, first time?
Ravel pulls on some jerky. He looks over at you, Rob, and says,
What was that about unburying a body?
Oh, yeah,
I
that
don't
is
know you, so I'm not going to disclose that.
a long
Oh,
story.
well, the name's Rob. Rob Fiat.
Well,
I'm gonna call you Booger.
he's blue.
Blue
Hey.
Boogie.
Don't take it personally. Giblet here.
Glare. My name's not Giblet.
To me, yes it is.
Ravel looks over and he's like, who's Giblet?
My vessel.
Looks at Vessel.
Vessel makes eye contact.
Ravel is just tearing away at a turkey leg. So do you still eat?
I can, aye.
Oh, I was asking the skeleton.
Oh.
It would probably make sense that you can eat. Can you get drunk?
Me? Nah, I can't get drunk, but I can still eat.
I take that as a worthy challenge.
Uh-oh.
He squints.
We all know I would win that challenge.
I'm gonna get a toast
If
out
you
of
want
the way.
a, if you want a
Or
real challenge, do
everything
me in a battle then.
A battle of what? Thank you.
Fisticuffs, of course.
Hey, we don't need a fight here.
Ravel rolls up his sleeves.
Especially because you do not want to fight.
Oh, I think I do.
Oh, trust me, you don't. He killed this one like once.
Oh, trust me. No matter how much you may really want to fight Ravel.
Please, no bar fights inside the bar.
Arm wrestle!
Fixing property damage is very costly. And
Vessel sits down at a table, puts his arm up in position, says, arm wrestle!
Ravel puts his arm to your arm. Are you sure?
Yes.
This is gonna end
Let's
horribly.
see if your meat
Really
is
sure?
as good as my bone.
Are you really sure?
I think someone's about to die.
Roll strength.
I have a 25. I have 25 strength. I might actually win this depending on rolls.
I don't know
Hey,
if
I
you realize this,
Yeah.
Hijack. If you remember,
Ravel needs to make an 18 wisdom
So,
save.
Oh. 18
and,
wisdom?
and
Yes.
Sure.
and
I got a
Hijack,
dirty
I don't-
23 in strength.
if you don't
Natural
remember,
18.
Okay.
Ravel's got a strength of 30, no, 28.
No? 30.
It is 30. Oh, okay, yeah. Because
So-
of the belt that I gave you.
Yeah. So, we're just looking at the table. As he's like,
It's
are you sure? And you're
It's
like,
a table
"Yes."
break.
No, and it's like he doesn't go until he starts feeling you push, and then we watch as Vessel just goes flying in the direction of where Ravel went down, and he's just holding your arm, Vessel.
Rematch!
Your arm, and he points at you with your own arm.
Use my I'll use my good arm this time.
You have bad arms. He
has
naturally hits
forearm.
the 18, so he will pass.
Right. Yeah, I know.
That's gonna be dirty 24.
24.
That's one better than last time.
It's not gonna fucking yeet you.
Vessel's planted now. His feet are gripping the floor.
There's a bit of struggle. It gets towards one side, and then it slowly but surely moves back the other way as Ravel pushes you down. This is a strong Goliath.
So, I still felt challenged. I must meet the challenge. Now I have new rival.
In any case, Goliath, Ravel was it?
That is my name. I am Ravel.
I will now
One of
forgive
the-
Jerome because I have a new rival.
I am one of the most renowned brewers inside of the realm.
Nutters adjusts his belt, slaps on a single leather glove, and reaches up.
Question. So how high was Ravel getting in for his role?
17 and 11, and there was the 20, 17, and 11.
With a plus 10 added to it.
A little bit higher than a plus 10, but yeah.
Dang.
Nutters, who are you slapping?
No, I wasn't slapping nobody.
Oh, you said you were.
Slapping
I said
on leather
I
gloves.
said I slapped on a single glove and reached my hand up like I'm ready to arm wrestle.
With
By
your
the way,
roll or-
to the
To-
person he was arm wrestling.
Oh, Vessel. Okay.
Vessel, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Micah, you were saying?
Yeah, Nutter stands in front of you on the table, holding out, ready to.
In any case, Ravel, now that you've had that arm wrestle, you warmed up enough for a proper fist fight?
The barmaiden said no fighting inside the tavern, so
Well, that's
We
why
take
we
it outside.
compromised with the arm wrestle.
you could leave the tavern probably.
Aye, that's what I just said. We take it outside.
Scratches his chin. I'm not sure. How about I just get you a drink?
If you think there's anything strong enough to poison me, then go ahead and try.
I don't have my brewer's gear on me right now. One sec. He reaches into the bag, and he pulls out a keg. You are not a god, right?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Then the
Oh,
next-
wait! Hold on! I know how we can have
Vessel
a bar
chuckles.
fight in here without having to worry about anyone else getting hurt.
He taps on Ravel's shoulder and wants to whisper something to him.
What do you whisper?
Can I have the first sip so that I can pretend that it's fine?
He pours you half a mug, and he says, "Your funeral."
I don't think I can drink.
Do you drink it?
It trickles through my bones. I just go, yes.
Do you drink it?
Yes.
Does it go in? I want you to make a con save with a minus 15.
Oh. Oh, really?
Because just because you can't drink doesn't mean a potion doesn't.
Con save. I have +8 to con saves.
That is a caveat in 5e. Even if
Okay.
you can't drink, a potion still will take effect on you. It just works like splash.
So I got a 20, or actually, let's just do the math. There's 2. So I got a 10 at the end.
You're drunk. You feel as your magic starts haywiring, and you find yourself wobbling.
This is the good stuff. I feel alive. Wait. Takes off some armor. Okay. There is no flesh.
Anyway,
He pours you
I figured
half a
out.
mug.
before we get to drinking, I figured I just remembered a way that we can have this fight inside the bar without hurting anyone. Hey, I can do this. Oh wait, hold on. Do you consent?
I'm morbidly curious. I consent.
Okay. And I cast Force Cage.
That isn't going to do anything except trap whoever is inside of it.
Yeah, me and him. In an mobile, invisible cube-shaped prison. No one inside can come in, and no one inside can get out.
Right, but it's a specific size.
20
That
feet on
can
each
be
side.
up to 20 feet on a side.
Oh,
Can be up to
so
20 feet.
what are the rules for this bound?
You're allowed to use one spell, but only one spell, during the entirety of the fight. If you have any magic, that is.
Maybe you should take this outside.
Or just go into the bag.
Both work.
I mean, there is a testing arena for learning new abilities without
Rob
worrying.
doesn't know that.
Ravel knows it.
Ravel does.
Rob doesn't.
Rob doesn't. If you wanted to fight, we do have a arena where I live, which isn't far.
Oh. Well, then when in the world did I need to cast this cage around us then? Bit late for that now.
I mean, we could just drop the cage and then move there.
Nutter snaps his finger. Dispels magic.
As you watch as your force cage disappears.
This spell cannot be dispelled by dispel magic.
Can it not?
Nope.
Oh yeah, it can't.
Okay,
It can't
then
be dispel
epic
magic.
counter spell.
Yeah, that's when it's cast.
That's when it is initially cast.
Right.
So yeah, we're stuck inside of a cage.
You can end it.
Which is true.
It does say that you can end it. Because I've used force cage before.
Yeah, you used it on the lichens.
You can end it at will.
Well then, where's the spectacle? These people might want to show with their drinks and foods.
Nutters points out that they've been asking you to take it outside and not fight.
Well, the barmaid's been asking us to take it outside.
This tavern is filled with a lot of older-looking people.
It little look like they don't really care.
People who've just had a long day.
Alright. And I drop the key.
He hands you the mug of ale.
Thanks, but I think I'll have a drink after we fight.
You're missing out on the fun.
Ravel will head into the bag, and you two will have a spar,
Alright.
which we will figure
I
out.
give him a visitor pass.
Because I know between the two of between the two, it's going to be a long fight. I know it'd be a very
I
long
approve of the tradition of breaking in the new blood. Just like Vessel was. Or Giblet was.
You hear me? I give him a visitor's pass.
Very well.
Like a little sticker that says, "Hello, my name is," and
Yeah, I
it says visitor.
Considering that I was forced to drop the force cage, am I still use? Did I still use that slot, or
Still
can I have
use
it
that
back?
slot.
Okay, just making sure.
you need to take a rest before we fight, we can always
Bless
do
you.
it on another day.
No, I'm good. Just had to make sure.
You
And
watch,
then
Hey,
as,
again,
you
let's
watch
go
as
and do this
he,
finally.
he grabs something from one of the store shelves as he continues through. Wow, this Nautilus. Put some gold on the table. And he'll bring you into the room. Okay. Anywho, over here. What
Oh,
are-
by the way, wasn't it Vessel that was wanting a shield?
Yeah, Vessel has a new shield.
Yeah, I have it already.
Oh, okay.
You could pee on it if you want.
Well, no, I was gonna say Nutter's made you some.
Oh.
As we're all go piling into the bag, Nutter stops Vessel and he's like, I made you a present. And he holds up a tiny little shield. And it's got an acorn engraved on the front of it. Of course, when you take it, it's gonna
I
turn
didn't
into a
approach.
full-size shield. And if you look in the player chat, you'll actually see it stacked.
Hmm.
That's what the kind of stuff Nutters can do. And I didn't even put my all into it. I could have actually made it stronger, but I figured that was good enough.
Vessel's just gonna keep it in his room as a treasure piece.
Yep.
It's labeled as the Shield of Protecting Nutters. Is his name.
Yeah, definitely Vessel's gonna have it as a treasure piece. It's not gonna be used at all. It's just gonna be a treasure piece. This is neat. I'm hanging it on my wall.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not see what it gives you? I mean, look at the bonuses you get from it. Number one, it straight up on its own adds a +6 to your armor class.
Wait, what enchantment are you using? +6
Huh?
is a lot. What are you using to grant a +6?
Actually, it's on my end. I can get it up to a +3, but when I rolled on the minor and major beneficial tables that I can add by using spell slots, I got a add +1 to AC,
Right.
raising it up to a +4, and the shield automatically gives you a 2 AC, regardless of magic, increasing it to a 6 bonus.
Yeah. That would work. Okay.
If you need me to explain anything
No,
else,
I got
I'm
it.
happy to walk you through it.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to check.
Okay.
So
I know
you said this
can
is
do
a.
that. I just wanted to see how you got that done.
So you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
this
no,
is
I got
a.
lucky. I got lucky with the
It's
+4.
a
Small
it's a
shield.
plus
It's a +3.
It's a +4 shield.
So
yeah.
it's a small shield that
It
gets
is not a
big.
small shield. No. It was only small when I was holding it.
Ah.
It is a normal sized shield.
Is it a kite shield, a heater shield, tower shield?
Buckler.
Oh, it's not a tower shield. I'm guessing a kite shield would be the closest thing that would fit it.
Okay.
Draco, TK,
But
what are you
but
teaching?
it's legendary quality, so it's very fine engraved, filigrees, and it's also made from Mithril because I have access to that now.
Ooh,
Draco, TK,
fancy.
what are you guys doing?
While holding this, you are resistant to electricity, fire, and acid. You cannot be blinded, deafened, petrified, stunned. You're immune to disease, charmed, and frightened. Oh, it increases your constitution by 2 with a maximum of 24. You can
Nice.
cast Shocking Grasp 3 times a day, and it reflects 1/4 of all damage dealt when you block. So if you use the shield to block, it will reflect 1/4 of the damage back at the attacker. While on your person, you can speak and understand Sylvan and abilities and spells that detect or sense creature types detect you as Fae while you're holding the shield. And it's invisible to anybody that doesn't have True Sight or a Wisdom score of 14 or higher.
So you're saying this is an invisible. What?
It's invisible to everybody else, not to you. You're holding it.
So I have an invisible shield now.
Yes.
Yes.
That means I don't have to model it.
Invisible
That
shield.
is true. That is true.
TK, Draco, what are you two doing as Ravel and Rob filter into the bag?
Go into the bag.
Into the bag?
Probably just gonna retire for the night.
Okay. As Ravel's walking into the bag, he actually stops and he says, "I'm not sure if tonight is a good night to battle. We've had a strange occurrence and I have to run tests on something." He opens up a door. You are not allowed into this room unless Nuttles normally allows it. But if you see someone with a yellow coat walk by, tell him Ravel is in the basement. Looks at you, Rob. Mega.
Oh, afraid I might beat you, big guy. Oh, that's
No.
perfectly understandable.
No, we just unburied a body today, and I feel that may have a higher priority over a fun fight.
No, I understand.
Range.
Not everyone can be that great and powerful.
Rain track, I promise.
Another
Oh.
hands Rob a key to the guest room.
Oh, and I cast my good spell too. Such a shame.
Well, maybe when you get back your magic and you're at your top game, then we'll fight. Don't want to fight someone who's shallow gamed.
So, no, when Nutter offers Rob the key to the guest room,
Again.
he explains the rules of the castle.
Yes, Megan?
I need another wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Yes, 18.
Natural 20.
And one more.
12 plus 0. He fails.
You get advantage on wisdom saves and constitution saves, I want to point out.
Still fails.
No, I'm just saying you do. You get Ravel should have advantage on wisdom and constitution saving throws.
Is this a mind-altering effect? Does it do anything with psionics?
Technically, no. It's suggestion.
Then yeah,
Suggestion.
that's
Yes.
mind effect.
Mind effects. I'm not sure. if
That would be
work.
considered charm.
What's your
Well,
What's your
no,
suggestion?
actually,
What's your suggestion?
why don't you just throw a good punch?
You get a sense
Is
that
this-
your suggestion doesn't work on him, but he gives you a smile. He says, "I suppose one. Ready?"
Hey,
Nutters looks over
I'm
at
letting you-
Ravel and it's like, if you want to fight, fight. The body's not going nowhere. It's not like it decomposes.
The body won't decompose, but it's not like the information's going to be found by itself. Unless you're going to take up the investigation on this one. Others, unless you're going to take up the role and do the diagnostic alone on this one.
I'll get it started for you. How's that?
Well, he's gonna throw one punch.
I'll look at Rob and say, it's not like it's gonna take you long to finish this anyway.
Okay. I believe a 28 hits you.
yes, it does.
It's going to take how much
Ow.
snapback again?
What sword are you particularly using on him?
His fist.
Just curious.
Just
Oh,
his
he's
fist.
just using his fist.
That would be 40 snapback.
40 snapback? Okay, what's half of 40? 20? 20 snapback? Okay.
Wait, where's the half coming from?
Totem.
Oh, alright, fair enough.
To check something. So he should have advantage on this actually, so two more just in case. Okay, nope, not a crit. And I just need to check one more thing. You watch as Ravel goes to punch as he puts his hand on one of his weapons and he rubs it upwards and he balls his fist and wham! He cracks into you and let's see here. So normally it's a D4 and with Tavern Brawler it's going to go upgrade, I believe. What does Tavern Brawler set it to? A D4, so it's going to go up to a D6. So it starts at. So it's going to be 10d6 plus 10 plus Roger gives you an additional 4. Okay. As he goes punch. That was a strong folk. I'm gonna have to use a bot for this. Let's roll. Second. Semi-auto mathematic. Semi-auto multiply. 49, 50, 51, 50, 53. You take 53 points of bludgeoning damage as he gives you one. BAM! Just one. Not two. One.
$53.
53.
Alright.
He's going to take 23, right?
40.
40 plus 6. Does 46 have to 23?
Yes.
Yes.
I know you did.
That's 36. So, how much damage was it again?
So 39 plus 10, 49 plus 4, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53.
53 was it?
53, yes.
Okay, so that would be
It was a good punch.
By the way, while they're fighting, I'm just gonna go make sure the body's covered up in the basement, and I'm gonna sneak off into town and look for a local artificer.
There is not.
Oh well.
There's no artificer.
Not here. Anywho, Scout, you do what you need at the apothecary. Did you want to sell things or buy things?
Buy things.
What did you want to buy?
Stuff
Alright.
to make potions with.
Okay, you can pick 3. You can pick 3 more things on that list up to DC 15. It'll cost you, we'll say maybe 40 gold, and you return to the bag.
alright. Hijack. I have taken my damage, and I say to Ravel, "Huh? Was that it?"
He smiles. I like you. It would be fun fun to properly fight.
Aye, and I bet you would be too.
He smiles. He puts out his hand for a handshake. Revel no breath.
Robo Fiat.
I'm going to like working with you, Sly.
And imagine working with you is certainly going to be an experience.
Wow, he took that much temp HP away? Jesus! Ouch! Wow. Wow, that's a lot. He did a lot more than I think he would. I thought that number was going to be higher. Not his damage, I mean your temp.
Right, no, I've got Arcane Ward as well, remember?
Yeah, I know. I thought it would be higher than it currently is. I didn't know 2 of his strikes would probably take away your temp HP. Just bam bam. Because technically he can make 3 of those in one go.
Right, yeah, no, I know.
That's cool though. Yeah, still.
Revel is stupid strong.
Yeah. He's a fun build.
Well, keep in mind that was only a single spell that did that much temp HP.
It was a single. I know. You could probably recast it. You can recast it, but it'll start eating. And you got to remember that one doesn't stack temp HP. So if you cast it once and then cast it again, it's not like you gain 20, then 20 more, and you get up to 40. If you use the same slot, it's just going to refresh it to that same amount. Cool. Okay.
Told you it wouldn't take long.
DK, Nutters.
Yes.
We are going to be investigating or looking into the thing we found on our friend.
No, actually, it stacks.
I don't think not.
It says specifically you gain 5 temporary hit points for the duration. So, if I cast it at level 1, I would gain 5, and then cast it again at level 1, it would be another 5. It specifically says gain 5. It does not specify that it doesn't stack.
Interesting.
So DM discretion right there.
What's Agathos?
Yeah, it's Armor of Agathos, so yeah. Theoretically, I could stack 40, then 35, and then 30, then 25, then 20, then 15, each time getting an Arcane Ward as well.
Yeah, technically. Maybe. I'll have to look into the ruling of recasting spells, but I'm not sure because.
Well, while you do everyone else, I'll look it up.
Yeah, feel free. Ignore the fact that specifically it's past that.
Hey, Mick. Hey, Hijack. When you get a chance, look at the Fuzzy Buzzy character race that I created and tell me if I did it properly or if I need to fix anything.
Sure, just send that to me. I can.
I posted it in gameplay chat.
So, as everyone returns to the bag for the night, is anyone doing anything specific?
Well, I guess since Raul wanted me to join him, I'll join him down in the basement.
I want to make potions.
Okay, you go ahead and do that. Look at what you have and go look at the lists of potions that are there and see if you can make anything.
I'm going to be flying around outside of the mansion.
Cool. Vessel?
Vessel is gonna mess around with the new shield that he just got.
Okay. Jerome?
It's a nice shield, huh?
It's interesting.
Jerome, are you up to anything? North by northwest.
Those with suicide or those of the wisdom scored at 14 or greater.
Is west
Ah.
there? West. West.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I was talking and you apparently couldn't hear me. As far as I'm concerned, nobody is doing anything in particular. They're all just doing their own thing. So I'm just still in my room.
It's not the one I meant to have, but you know what? Fine.
I can't
That's
any.
the vibe.
I fly by vessels later like, nice shield!
You can't see it.
I have wisdom score 14.
I can't make any.
The way you made it, Devlin.
Yeah, yeah. If you've got a wisdom score of 14, you can see it. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
There we go.
Well, that's how all invisible things work, by the way, in 5e. Invisibility is slightly different in 5e. You don't need
It
true
appears to
sight
be
to make
DM's
a wisdom
discretion, I
save.
guess.
I'm pretty sure recasting a spell resets it. I'll say I'll let it.
Wait,
I'll
isn't there a base rule of like that dictates like a maximum amount of temp health that you can get?
There isn't a max. No, there is no max amount of temp health you can have.
Like at once.
Yeah, there's no max amount you can have at once. If you can
okay.
find ways to get a lot of temp HP, there's nothing stopping you.
Right.
Just things like Agatha, when you recast it, you're casting a new spell, and it drops the previous form because it's kind of like mage armor.
Right. Oh, by the way, I noticed something on my
Because Nutters can't
sheet
stack multiple
that I
of these
need to
mage
talk.
armor's effects.
No, but I can enchant my mage armor. I learned.
Yeah, I know.
So I didn't know that. I'd mentioned that before, and you were like, "No," but it specifically says it. But it's only now because I'm level 17. I can actually enchant my mage armor with
So
bonuses
now you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that now. I know you couldn't do it at your current level because you could do it at a later level, but now you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is what he's going to be working on.
Cool.
Which I will give you a sheet on that as soon as I can.
Very well. As Nutters, Ravel, and TK head into the depths
Yeah.
of the house. Rob, where are you going to be hanging around? You want to follow them down?
Oh my god.
Well, considering that they're going into the basement, I assume that I can't go in there.
If Nutters allows you, you can come.
Does he?
Nutters?
I invite him along.
Alright.
Sure, come on down. Just don't touch anything. Stuff
Don't
down
touch
here is
anything.
dangerous.
Very
Don't
exploding.
touch anything, you'll die.
It's very exploding.
Alright then.
It's where I make some of my drinks. More dangerous ones.
Mmm.
Speaking of drinks, he hands you a small
Oh, right, I forgot about that. Thank you.
I wouldn't drink it right now. Drink it when you have some time and you're not down here. As soon as you go upstairs, feel free. Just down here, I request things sober. Or I recommend. As
I haven't met an ale that hasn't beat me yet, so bottoms up. And I down it in one go. Actually, I just eat the mug. I just I just stick
so
the mug
this
in
is
me.
built off of Adventurer's Brew. So that's
But
originally
way
known as-
stronger.
Traveler's Delight.
Yeah, originally off of
Traveler.
Travelers. So that's normally
way
that's
stronger
normally
now.
a 20, right?
Yeah.
And it's grown on that. This is a Rejuvenator's Brew, which is actually this is Ravel's Hardy Brew, and you gain. You're gonna gain over the next. You basically gain the heroism spell on yourself, minus the resistance to frightened.
Alright.
So for the next minute, you basically gain For 1 minute, you gain up to 50 temp HP, and then that 50
Okay.
goes away
All right.
after the minute.
Right.
Now, so that's what that would do. But the con save is the normal Constitution minus 25.
See if you stay awake for that minute or not.
Yes.
Normal con save minus 25.
Meaning, even if you would basically have to roll a nat 20.
Okay. That's an 18. Hold on. 18 minus.
25.
That's 25.
Yeah. 18 minus 25. That's minus 7.
Hammered. Just. You're like, oh, no booze can take me down. And you're like, or not. And just.
Everything starts spinning.
Everything starts to melt around you.
Or I start to melt around everything.
Yeah. As you start to go into goop. As you,
Oh!
you're
Wow! Oh, wow! First time for everything. I have to admit, you're a great.
He pours something on you, and you go from dead drunk to a very nice tipsy.
Thank you, brother.
No problem.
I have to admit, someone who can make brew that can triple me finally can't be all that bad.
Oh, by the way, I'll remind Ravel. Oh yeah, don't forget about this, and I'll hold up the honey that we had got, from the Fuzzy Buzzy.
I will make some.
Hijack's got a wisdom of at least 14.
Yes, I do.
How many of us have a wisdom below 14? That's the question.
Val.
Me. As a matter of fact, Rob does.
That don't watch the stream.
Hey,
oh,
Hijack.
Can't see it.
The honey,
Yeah.
in its base raw form, target that eats it, magically regains a D8 hit point.
I remember. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that a refined mead
It'll
would
grow.
probably do more.
Yeah.
Because it talks about in the thing about spellcasters and artisans using it to make magic mead, healing mead.
As down in the basement, we come to a table with a body covered up by a tarp. Well, what should we do?
I say that we throw it a party.
All nods. So one vote for party.
Nutter stands on the chest of the body and says, "Oh, well, we got a few options. One, we can put it in a vat and I can grow a new one. Two, we could figure out some way to skin it and make invulnerable armor out of it.
TK, you are in the room with Nutters right now, so feel free to respond.
Or three, we can rebury it and get that we ever."
TK, you there?
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
here.
Alright, just want you to know you're in the
Or
room. so that
four,
was
we
addressed
can
at you.
strap some leather straps to it and sell it in the shop as a invincibility shield.
You're not selling my body as a shield.
Oh,
Or
if
you could put
need
it inside of a
something to-
vase. Melt it down and
if-
put inside of a vase, and then store that vessel in the vessel.
This vessel
No.
just appears behind
Well, I was
everyone.
thinking about making, trying to figure out a way to skin it and making leather armor out of it for a vessel.
Vessel, you see,
Love of
you
all
see,
is good.
you
Just
see
go.
what looks like the unconscious or a non
Hey, I got an idea.
body of a young TK on a
Wait.
operation table.
I got an idea. It's hollow, right?
It's already a skin suit.
Yeah, why don't I just teleport vessel inside of it?
No!
I'm imagining the horrifying creature.
And
of
then he
human
would
skin
have
being
an
stretched over my form.
You are
Just
not
no.
using
Yeah,
my
but-
dead body for any weird.
I
magic item.
demonstrate. I'll pull out my magic dagger and I say, "Look, this is a magic dagger," and I proceed to do my best to try to damage the skin on the corpse.
+1,
When
right?
I hear all this,
Yeah, you can. If you're No, it's downstairs. Do you want to follow them downstairs?
I guess it's
Okay,
something
then
I can
yes,
actually
you
do
do.
now.
This is the +1 one, right?
Yeah.
I let you guys take the body because I thought
Roll
you guys
to hit for me
trying to
there.
understand it.
Roll to hit, Dev.
I do not want you guys turning my body into a magic item.
Well, it's an unmoving object. That's an auto hit. I'm standing on it, and that's an unmoving object.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
This is a
Go
very
ahead.
bad idea.
The to hit isn't to see if you could hit it. It's to see if you break the skin. Plus your dex.
My dex would be. Hold on. Look at the sheet. +2.
16,
Alright, that's-
17, 18, 19. Okay, yeah.
But I'm also proficient with a dagger,
Okay, 19.
so +3.
6. At your level.
Plus the +1, so +4 altogether. Right?
At your level, it's +6 your proficiency bonus.
Oh shit. Nice then. So that's an 11. That's a +11 then.
So
So
yeah,
16 plus 11.
you go and you stab into the body.
Oh, so this time it actually works.
Mhm.
Huh? Oh. There's
Ravel-
one way. At least,
Ravel
at least
was
we got
being
the DNA
very
sample.
careful and rolled very low.
Right. Oh well. Not as indestructible as I thought. I'd take the DNA sample.
Okay.
Tell Ravel to go and bury it back in somewhere outside of the demi-plane.
Don't rebury the thing.
Do we want to rebury it now, or do we want to run a scan on it, see if we can figure out what it is first?
It's TK, obviously.
Well,
What?
yeah. I think we pretty much learned everything we can about it.
Hey guys, look what I can do!
We
And
can
I,
feed it to Rob.
And I shove my head into the dead TK's gear and stick it out the other end, or stick it out the other ear.
Not.
Rob, over the next few seconds, you go from that tipsy to a buzz. As whatever Ravel gave you, it's slowly soberizing you.
Ooh. Ooh, I should not have done that.
I still have my mug. Vessel
Oh,
has not
really
taken another
sorry.
sip yet.
I'm not.
Rob,
I am-
while you're in it, you
really
see that
sorry
the
about that.
inside. Rob, two things. Completely synthetic, and the inside is completely hollow.
Huh. Hey, boyos.
Can I like just push people off the body so you know they're not stabbing the body?
Hey, boyos.
They're. What do you want to do, Scout?
You know, stop people from desecrating a corpse.
We desecrate corpses all the time. What do you
I
mean?
know.
You literally have a party member that is a desecrated corpse.
Yes.
It says the guy who who at one point had gotten a type of plant which grants haste, which you can only get from desecrated bodies.
Well, if you could not desecrate my body, that would be very nice. I'd rather you
Anyway.
just bury it.
Use,
Anyway,
use the body as fertilizer for that plant.
No!
Go ahead and try.
You don't remember Hijack that one campaign?
No, I remember.
that-
I remember it. They still technically have it. They haven't done anything with it.
In any case, Hey, lads,
TK, notice.
there's something off
What?
about this body.
There you go.
No kidding.
No, I mean, aside from the fact that I'm in it, I'm sticking my head through it now.
Could you not do that?
No, I mean, there's like gears and things in here now. There's like copper strings and.
Not copper. It's not filled with gears and stuff. It's just hollow.
Right, you also said it was synthetic.
The
Like a
material-
tarp.
The material is synthetic.
Right, yeah, I know. I'm trying to describe it in a way.
Oh,
That
like
would
ge-
describe
oh,
it.
you said like, not filled. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's. Normally, when I encounter a dead body, I can normally dissolve it. But thing is, I can't melt metals and things like that. This body ain't melting. This thing ain't flesh.
What?
Hey, this ain't flesh. Whatever this thing is, it ain't organic.
This makes even less sense now.
We're talking about
Oil.
the body, right?
TK's not
Oil.
real.
Oil.
This TK Warforged.
My head will instantly think to the whole.
Hey,
thing
hearing
that
him say
happened.
it's not real, that it's synthetic, I'm still gonna take my sample and try to throw it in the vat and see if it'll take. Can I clone it?
Nope. Can't clone this type of thing.
So the cloning process does not work.
No. You know what that would mean.
I would try to get whoever's on the body off it right now, just in case if that whole fiasco thing at the arena starts happening again.
This doesn't make sense.
Plus, I
Oil,
don't know
are
the
you,
person. No, I
are
don't-
you a construct?
I don't think so.
I look at TK and I point at the body and say you should eat it.
No.
You see,
There can be
reptiles.
only one, and he holds
Reptiles
fork.
commonly eat
He
their shed
offers him
skin.
a spork.
Ugh.
Nutters
No, I'm
offers
not
him a
eating
spork.
it.
There can be only one.
If you want to say something, Scout, address the person. Don't ask me what you can do or say to me what you do. Address the person.
Goodness.
If
In
you
any
don't
case,
want to eat
Rob
your
decides
shed skin,
to-
I could do it.
There's
Rob
some-
decides
there's-
to pull his
there's
head
probably-
back out again.
You get like a little buzzy feeling, like a static.
Wait a second.
Whoa. Oy.
I just realized.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I just
no,
feel-
Rob, not TK. That's what I said. It was you.
Oh, it was me.
It was you. Yeah, I was specifying because TK was getting static earlier. So
I wonder. Considering my memories apparently have caught up to the present. What happens if I go and get more memory? What will happen this time? If I try
Yeah.
and get that skeleton figure to unlock more memory. Do we just go farther back, or do we other things?
The Banui just stepped. Oh no.
he died.
What?
No, Scout died. Don't worry about it.
You have to worry. You have to worry about it.
Let's see. Think.
Weren't you trying to figure out who your mother was, or your aunt?
Eyes
no, there's-
out.
I did trouble. How good?
Nurse?
Yeah.
Weren't you able to successfully get me to a point where I could go to and encounter death without actually dying?
In your dreams, yeah.
Yeah. Could you do that again?
Well, it wasn't exactly.
Because
it
that
was-
seems like the only way we may get answers to this. This does not make sense.
Nutters cast sleep on Shulking.
Hijack falls asleep.
Wait, night night. That's the end of the stream.
Yep. Night, guys. That's over.
No.
Nutters
many
can't
questions.
sleep on Thrill King.
Roll sleep damage.
It's he's got to make a save versus DC of 24.
Make a save, TK.
Can I just automatically fail it?
Yep. Roll sleep damage, Dev.
There's no damage.
Yeah, there is.
I'm actively wanting to
There is. You have to. You have to roll for sleep.
You didn't use sleep last time you knocked him out. You
Actually,
Use-
knocked him out.
blunt force trauma.
Yeah.
So do you gesture over to Ravel?
But
Well,
my
if
character
he's
believes that he did some sort of spell or something.
right. Well, I
It
mean, if
wasn't
he
just conking dead.
he's allowing it, so he's a willing creature. I don't have to roll to see how many hit points a creature I can affect because I'm only affecting one, and they're willing.
What levels are you casting it at?
I'll cast it at level 3
3?
just to be safe.
It's not going to be enough with his hit points. So Ravel balls up his fists and cracks his knuckles as a shadow looms behind you, TK. Because as it's starting to come back, the last time that worked with Nutters is because you had a near-death experience.
Oh, wait.
Pretty much. It's like, wait, last time we did this, it wasn't magic. It was trauma.
It was
As-
Trump.
It was Trump. As from behind, you turn at the right last second as you see, just you know when Saitama punches and you look and it's kind of the zoom in, kind of like that blackish around it, and it's like, oh fuck, kind of thing
Yeah.
from One Punch Man. You see that of Ravel's fist. And
Oh no.
hold on. Let me roll 10d6 plus 14. I want you to make a con save.
Roll. My life here.
20.
What's the DC?
Just make the check.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. I'm gonna roll strength for Ravel really quick. So DC is 20. So you're gonna get conched out, but you ready to see how much damage you take before you conch out?
I'm scared.
Don't worry, you won't die, I think.
Yet.
Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. So that's 14, 14, 24, 34, 44, 144 bludgeoning damage.
Well, that kills me.
As Ravel you turn around and just pa pa pa, and you are left with 1 hit point.
Ow!
No, ow, just you're unconscious.
That's one way to do it.
And then Ravel takes a red liquid and pours it into your mouth, and your wounds close. You don't yet exactly have wounds, but you're stable. He gestures his head over to you, Nutters. You doing your dream thing?
Say what?
You doing your dream thing?
Do we on what? I can't hear you.
Are you joining me in the
Are you
dream?
doing your
Oh
dream?
yeah. Guide him.
You haven't been guided. You've been more just been along for the ride.
Hey, Mega? Check these.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm just gonna go take a shower.
Scout's
Yeah.
taking it.
1 sec,
Scout's
Scott.
Bunny gets clean.
1 sec, buddy.
Bunny gets clean.
The only character in this place that has hygiene.
Ravel has hygiene.
I have
No.
hygiene.
No, you went in mud.
I went in a mud bath. I went to a mud spa.
Yeah, you're still covered in mud.
Vessel has cleaned himself with alcohol.
No, I said I cleaned myself before walking out.
No, you're still covered in mud.
I have prestidigitation.
You still got mud between the toes.
I have prestidigitation. I can clean myself from the mud like that.
You may want to say it again, Megathan.
Oh, hello there, Tibble.
Scout.
And I'm gonna go before TK goes God mode and just murders everyone again.
Scout, are you gonna respond at all to that?
No.
What did
No?
you say about me?
No, what Rob said to you, Scout.
I'm not Tibble.
No.
He's not He's not Tibble, so he's not answering.
But you know that's Armore's name.
I know Armor for Armor mainly.
Alright, if you don't want to address that, okay. As he walks away.
More suspenseful that way.
More suspenseful that way.
Okay. TK,
Yes.
you find yourself back. 1 second, darlings. 1 second. So for me.
Axel's just too annoying
As
to
you
deal with.
find yourself falling asleep, beautiful dreams of
Acorns.
acorns
Murder.
and stars and
Murder.
music as you're thinking of your bard friend, and black goo as it slowly drowns up your legs and suffocates you.
Oh dear. Oh, why am I not in the boat? Where's the boat?
You find yourself as everything goes black. TK,
Yes.
you're choking on a coarse black liquid in a sea filled with phoenix feathers. You see a familiar rowboat, maybe 60 feet one way, and the other way, you see a large ship. Which one do you
Yeah,
swim
Jack.
towards?
Nutters is gonna grab TK by the nape of his neck and pull him up out of the water.
This image that I'm sending you.
Good that you made it. Well,
This
this
is
is
kind of
not
what I
usually where I
imagine.
wake up.
The
Mind projection?
Why is there a second ship here?
Your projection, right?
Yeah.
You guys see.
You know what that creature is, right?
Can you send me its name? I know what it is, but I don't know its name.
Right.
What'd you say, TK?
I was more just talking to others. I don't recognize the second ship. I know the rowboat. That's where our death is, but I don't know about the big. Are they both moving?
Well,
What
still
direction?
holding on to the nape of his neck, I'm gonna fly him over to the big ship.
Okay, so I guess
You
I don't get to say that.
You tried to pull TK?
I have us right now because if you don't remember, I sent you a thing saying I made something for myself temporarily.
That's
it
gonna
built a
do you
dwarven
nothing.
kind, and-
That does you nothing in a dream. You
Okay,
cannot.
well,
you
my
cannot
wing,
directly
my winged
alter-
armor can manipulate him, right? I
You
mean,
can't
I
There you
cast
go,
can.
here, remember. You can't cast here.
I don't think magic items
Just-
hold the same weight here.
They do not. You are merely a spectator right now.
There you go,
Alright.
Hijack.
You guys see this purple cloud of smoke fizzle in front of you, maybe 10 feet, as you see a Shisa.
What?
It's a
You know the lion dog statues from the Forbidden City in Japan?
looks like a lion dog.
Okay.
By the way, Hijack, that's
Kind of the same vein as the Sphinx of sorts.
Not quite.
I said same vein, didn't say exact same.
Yes, make it.
That is the reason for the secret shame of Rob.
Sure. I like it. But yeah. You guys see this dog lion creature, a Shisa, made of a purplish aura. Watching you, maybe 10 feet off.
Well,
This thing.
I don't
I
think
posted
it's
it
good.
in D&D chat.
Daughters, where should we go? I am very uncertain.
It's watching you. It can see you. So if you want to address it, you can, but that's up to you.
Hello?
Greetings. Oh, sorry about that.
Who are you?
It's me, Rob.
Ro?
Rob.
Rob? What are you doing here?
It's the hell out of me. One moment I'm sticking my head through that dead version of you's head. Next thing I know, I'm in here.
Well, that's concerning. I guess for now, we need to pick a ship to go to. I do not want to be in this coop for as long. I think Nutters was trying to pull me towards the big ship.
I was trying.
So do you start swimming, TK?
I'm gonna trust you guys on this.
Hell, forget swimming. Get on my back.
You want to try
Well,
to
if
get on
it's
his
like
back?
Nutters, I don't think you can affect me here.
Do you want to try?
I'm gonna try and start swimming towards the big ship.
Okay, you
Anyways,
can
my
start swimming.
curiosity is getting the better of me here.
I was asking
Never
if you
seen
wanted
that
if you
before.
wanted to try to climb onto Rob's back.
I'm just genuinely going to think that it
Okay.
would work,
Fair enough.
and I don't want to waste time.
As you hear behind you the frail voice of the aspect. TK.
I
TK! You hear
it.
a bell ringing sound. TK!
Oh dear.
As you start swimming,
Uh,
and you see a bright light start appearing around the small rowboat as the black liquid and he goes upwards as you see this large skeletal hand lifted out as this huge skeletal construct dips out of the water and it says TK, and it's looking out for you. You
what?
see these large high beam lights coming from its eyes.
what is going on?
It's looking for you. And you hear in your head the same child voice from yourself. Don't let him see you.
Everyone hold your breath. And I dive under the water.
So we watch the beams overhead as we hear muffled TK. The water isn't safe for a wandering soul. Return to my boat and we can rectify this.
I start sprinting, since I'm assuming at this point I'm closest to the big boat, and he just said get to a boat, so I'm going to go to the boat.
He said get to my boat.
I don't know if that's his boat, but I'm going to assume, since he's the only one with a boat in this entire world, I'm going to assume the boat is also his.
As you see now, this large skeletal serpentine creature with just these large rows of humongous arms start swimming around the black ichor, just searching around these large beaming high beams of light, just scanning around as you hear it clittering and clacking. TK.
I want to jump in its mouth.
TK!
I immediately regret my decisions.
Regrets have been made.
As you climb up onto the boat, a hand grabs you and pulls you on. And you see yourself.
Oh!
Welcome to the
I'm
party.
gonna guess friendly face.
I know, right? Strange place.
What the hell's going on?
You want the long or the short of it?
Okay, maybe first, let's get out of this situation, then explanation.
Well, let's get you hidden. Come on, Captain. And he pulls you.
Okay.
And he pulls you below deck. And you walk through a ship where every single crew member is you.
Ready?
Who's the new guy? It's TK. Oh yeah, I know him.
So you walk below deck. You see the younger self that you buried, or that was on the table, look at you. And they smile and they walk past.
This makes even less sense. But I can
As
kind of
you-
understand this nonsense, because this is like some sort of dreamscape as far as I understand it.
As you hear out, TK, where are you? As he says, don't listen to him. Not right now. We'll make it up to him later. I know he's trying to help, but we have stuff to talk about. As Nutters, you're on TK's shoulder, and Rob, you follow. I'm not sure how we feel about snooping. And
They're okay. They're literally our. As far as I can tell, they are my friends. And
roll persuasion,
proxy
TK.
That's right. I trust them.
Roll persuasion.
Roll persuasion, TK.
Against myself?
Yes.
So that means he also needs to roll insight.
Well, no. You see a badge. You know where there's like you know those shoulder badges?
Right.
You see a badge on his shoulder that says 13.
Huh.
And you see a badge on your shoulder. 26.
What? That wasn't there when I last looked.
It was there when I looked.
I was there when I looked too. I just I just thought that was part of the thing already.
Okay, you don't have long. Give me the quick lowdown of what the hell's happening here.
We have as long as we want, TK. Because as soon as you tipped off of that guy, off of the Aspects boat, you're not getting out of here unless we want you to. You need someone to row you home. Don't worry. That sounds like really evil and fucking like asshole thing.
Yeah, I'd be scared there for a sec.
No. Sorry. I said that wrong. Technically,
Our big mouth tends to get us in puffs.
what I'm trying to say, I said that wrong. Sorry, my bad. You can get out of here whenever you want because this is your body. And he gestures to the ship. You're the captain. We're just kind of your crew members.
Oh. Okay.
We don't really have that expertise. Well, except one of us, 26.1.
26.
Well,
You do have a small 0.2 below your 26.
should I
But-
be
Well, I mean, yes, no, maybe. Last time, 0.1 held the helm. He met you in one of our rowboats. He caught you. And he decided to take the helm for a little bit.
What do you mean by that?
How can I say this? You're unique.
He's unique.
You're not unique. You're you, but we're also you, but we're earlier versions of you. You're the complete package, we're just the trial runs.
So are you guys like versions of me that died along the way or something?
No. We were just the first. We were just the ones to be made first.
Prototype.
Made?
You don't know. Have they not told you yet?
Kind of why I keep coming here, trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Well, then I guess I have a story for you. And
I
he
have a
puts
feeling
out his
this
hand.
days back a lot more complicated than it already has been.
Cool trip.
Well,
Start.
you see, I can only remember exactly when I was made and decommissioned. It was very fast. A lot of us were very fast. It was very fine tuning.
The
She
Minutemen.
Um,
Nutters looks at him. He's like, "Oh, the Minutemen."
You can't hear
You're
you.
talking as if we're like constructs or something. That
Well,
can't-
about that,
What about that?
we are. As you find yourself now in a hallway filled with TKs, all in each their own type of vat, all floating around, wires connecting to them. We kind of are.
The action.
We're constructs made of magic. Made by, well, find ourselves in a bedroom and we hear a voice saying, Mark 3, Trial 1. Attempt number 2. As you see a child version of UTK. Mark 3, Unit Y. Activate. As they sit up. And their emotion is very stale. What's your name? TK. No, not abbreviations. Name. Tigress? Yes. Halfway there. What's the other heart?
Tiberius Kirk.
Kendall. Good job. Tigress. Kendall. Where are you?
Kendall.
Kindle. Like fire Kindle.
Kendall is funnier.
Don't say Kendall. Where are you?
TK's Kendall.
Shut up.
I don't know. Trial.
Oh.
End.
So
And
you
you
heard
watch-
Kendar. I heard Kendall.
Shush.
As the figure says,
Oh,
trial.
it's new. He's the unit.
I will mute you.
God.
As the figure says, trial, end, and you watch as the figure falls over. Next week, spatial awareness. We need to get this perfect. And they stand up, and they turn, and you see a pair of familiar, red, swirling eyes. As the female figure walks through you, through a door, down the hallway. They go to some sort of room, and you watch as they start. They pull out this kind of like a crowbar and start pulling up different runes and putting in different runes. Run, and you watch the runes light up as the room fills with this illusion. As they start playing with it, and as they start tweaking it different ways, you see a TK, you, and you see in its center this weaving line. 3, 4, maybe things just weaving in and out of one another. The weave. Gotta get this perfect. Only get one more shot at this. Fucking hate chronomancy. And they walk past. And as the rocking of the ship pulls you back. So, I'm Mark 13.
Wait. Hold up. Red eyes. Does that mean Desra made me? Or am I totally off base here? Right.
I've got no idea who Desiree is.
Well,
so
there's
I
other
can't
figures
say.
with red eyes, but
I thought
female
Desra had
figures.
red eyes. Above table. I thought Desra had red eyes.
She has
Or am I
red swirling
totally
eyes.
So that's the only one I know who has red eyes, so I've got some fucking questions.
Now, there's only one more thing you have to do.
What?
Their name. We've
Whose
got
name?
it in here, and he points at your head. But we can't exactly speak it out. You know what it is. I believe we have learned it. But we've kind of got to turn... You've got to turn that key for us, Kindle.
That's what I've been trying. That's why I've been coming here, is to try and find it.
Well, do you know any other of her names?
Desra's names?
Yeah. Has she
literally
used
travels
any other
across
name?
all reality.
Has she?
She can have a jillion different names.
No, she doesn't run like that, man. You know that.
True.
Has she had any other fake alias she's told you?
I don't know. I never kept track of that. Never thought it would considered that Desra was the one.
What names of hers do you know? Of course, we know her name, right?
Yeah, I know Desra. I don't know any others.
Nothing.
Zilch. If I've heard her go under some other alias, I have not remembered.
What about that, roll history.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna help. 7.
What about that, what was that place you were fighting at called? Capital?
Yeah?
What about that fight you had with her? Didn't she use some sort of alias?
Wait a sec. Come on, think. She did use an alias. She was there.
That's what we're
What
saying.
Well,
was
also-
it?
We also know another alias, or at least you guys do. Vessel wouldn't know it.
I'll need to ask the party when I get out of here. Maybe
Well-
everyone knows the alias.
The moment you want to wake up there, Captain, just take the helm.
Well, is there anything else needing to be done here? And should we deal with the giant bony boy who's trying to find me specifically?
You know, I don't know if we can deal with that right now. We don't exactly have the firepower you do. We can man the cannons, we could shoot at it, sure, but, that's a gamble, and I'm not sure if it's one we'll win. And I don't know if I want to attack, and I know that you know that I know that we know we don't want to exactly attack Death. Even though,
Right.
because he's been like that one little thing, even though we have been dying, we've been going to that boat, or at least I've been seeing us going to that boat, because whenever you go to the boat, we're also kind of also watching that, and seeing us bury ourselves, that was kind of fucked up.
What do you... Yeah, imagine how much it feels for me.
Well, I know how it feels for you. I am you. Well, I'm not.
Good point.
I'm an earlier version of you. I'm a version of you that didn't
This is-
exactly get to live.
This is
I
the
get to
most
live through.
confusing thing ever. Like,
Yeah, but it's
when we
Desra. Do
get
you
back to
doubt?
reality, when I get back to my room, there's gonna be red string everywhere.
Is anything with that lady ever simple?
No, unfortunately, from the day I met her,
What is the first day we met her for real?
well, the first day I remember was the day we met her in the desert town.
Well, apparently not.
Apparently not, but that's the first day I remember. Which,
Well,
was apparently
apparently
created by a
our
rogue
memory is
witch.
very fickle.
but well, thing is, she literally has access to all of time and space. So we may have met her at her origins, but then something may have happened that created us.
Okay, but because we helped free her, does that mean us freeing her helped her do something to make us? Is this a fucking
It's
is
kind
this
of
a loop? Time
This
loop.
may be a paradoxical loop. I don't know. But
You know, I just set things on fire. I didn't do good at the thinking. When I was made without my cortex of thinking what a bad thing could do. I was the you who probably would set an orphanage on fire. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. I gotta clarify that, man. It would be a total accident. You know I'm you know
Sounds
shit
about
happens.
right.
Shit happens.
Nutters looks
you're
at
more
him and is
careful.
like, I remember you. And he glares at him.
I don't even know who you are, man. I mean, I know who you are because I know everything that he knows, but he doesn't know everything that I know because it's like, I know everything he knows because I saw everything that he saw, but he never saw what I saw, and I can't see the guy behind me. Like, I don't know what 12 knows, but 12 knows what I know.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
God,
cast
my
Mind Link.
dude,
No, mine, like, brain already hurt. Brain hurt!
I was gonna
Brain
literally
hurt,
mind
squirrel
link.
man. Brain
I was
hurt.
gonna
squirrel
mind
man.
link
spells
him.
in my mind.
Yeah, I was gonna link Thrill King and Thrill King together.
No.
Dream Thrill King and
Oh.
Real Thrill King.
I
We're
don't
both
need more
real.
confusion.
I'm just his magic, kinda. Our
We're in a
aspects.
weird metaphysical space. We don't need things to get more confusing.
This is my magic. and I
Well,
pee on
now that you've
it.
gotten off that boat, I suppose we'll be seeing you more on ours.
Right. But should we be concerned that he will try and pretty much come for me every single time I come to visit?
I don't exactly have that logical thinking, so I am inclined to say I see absolutely no problem in this predicament. Honestly, I don't have the, I can't. I don't have that
Nutter
ability to.
looks at him, gives him a look, and he's like,
Do I-
so what you're saying
hear him
is that
so
you can't even fathom about something that might happen in the future?
I can fathom the future. I just can't think that anything bad can happen from my course of actions.
Okay. So I'm going to keep open. I'm going to see if I can hear the aspect of death still searching.
Oh yeah.
TK, where the fuck are you?
Well, point one. Or point two.
Well,
Sorry, you're not point
I'm
one.
gonna
You're point two.
see
My
what
bad. My
happens
bad.
if
That's rude.
I go up there and get his attention. I don't want him pestering you guys.
You know
I
what?
wouldn't.
Nutter scratches his chin and it's like,
won't
you know,
kill
I got
me.
something that might help
He
you.
doesn't know about this boat.
I'll pull out a necklace and hand it to Thrill.
Use my Phoenix Stars and fly over to him. I can do since this is my mind.
Oh,
I suppose,
not
yeah.
really your mind.
It is his mind.
Well, I'll fly over to the boat. I'll let him know I'm fine.
Don't get eaten.
Don't get
I
eaten!
will try not to. And hey, in theory, I can get myself out of here,
Did you
If
hear what I
I-
said?
right?
Thrill?
You handed him a necklace, but you don't actually have items here, so it's just
You don't hand
Alright.
him a necklace.
You do, but you don't. It doesn't do.
I'm going to
anything, it
start
just
dashing
will-
up the decks, and then I'm going to fly off the ship.
TK, you're
land
running
in the boat.
past, and you see a much more.
Well, I want to point out
hold on,
that.
hold on, Dev.
that-
Hold on.
Okay.
You see a much more gruesome-looking you, much more burn and char marks, and you see their mouth at the lips cracks up the jawline all the way to the back, and they're much more robotic than you. And you see on their arm says 26.1.
Oh dear.
And you fly off.
So I fly,
Yeah,
I
I
fly
can
right
make
over to the boat.
alterations to his dream. If he doesn't make
Or
a
I fly
will
right over to
save,
the
any
demon.
alteration I
The
make is real.
rowboat.
It's not gonna be.
So if
mad.
I wanted to hand him something, then I technically could create something in his dream and hand it to him. He would just have
Oh.
to make a saving
whiz
throw
save.
to see if it.
What are you handing him?
Well,
An
I'm already
amulet
ran off.
of protection against location.
No. Magic won't work here.
On-
It's
well,
completely
only my
theoretical here.
magic
only
seems to
his.
work here.
As you fly to the skeletal creature, and it looks at you, its eyes center on you. As the one on the boat says, TK!
Calm down. I'm sorry. I didn't know where I was. I was.
He
panicking
grabs you
because
and
it was-
pulls you into the boat. What do you think you were doing? Going around in the water?
I didn't know what was
And
going on, and seeing a
goes back
giant skeleton thing kind of scared me. I'm sorry. Luckily, I figured out how to use my wings so I could get out of that thing. I promise I will be more careful next time.
He grabs your arms and looks at your wings. He's like, "How did you do that? You're not supposed to be allowed to use magic here." What? What did
Well,
you
I
do?
guess I'm lucky.
What
I guess I got lucky.
did you do? And he
I
grabs
got
you.
lucky, I guess.
He grabs you by the shoulders. He
Calm
squints at you.
down.
Almost lost a soul. He sits. Do you know how bad it is if a soul gets lost in an astral sea? You'll be gone forever. Not even dead at that point.
Point taken. I'll be more careful.
Anything with ass in it and the
I'm
name
learning
got to
as
be
I
terrible.
go, if you haven't noticed. About
Whoa.
all of this.
Shall we do our normal nightly session?
At this point, sure.
And he gestures to the water.
Promise
we're
me next
back.
time you find me in the water, you won't go into giant skeletal form. Think
If I
just
find you,
that's
then I
how
won't
why
have
I
to.
took so long to get here. It's because you made me panic.
If I find you, then I won't have to. As long as you touch the water, as long as something touches the water, I know there's a wandering soul here. And if a soul touches that water, I must find it.
Well, the confusing part is why did I wake up in it? Usually I wake up on it.
That's why I'm worried.
In your village. In a memory.
That is why I'm worried.
Nutter
Now-
points to himself and says, "You did say that you wanted me to help you find death."
He gestures to the water. As we find ourselves back. As you are at the time where you found your parent and aunt speaking. But you see that door the door that led to the chambers. It wasn't there last time you were in your memory. And you hear a, come on.
I guess I'll follow through the door.
Follow through the
See what
door,
happens.
and you're kicked back further than you were supposed to be. As you find yourself in a room with a familiar elven lady, red swirling eyes, hood up. Test number 26. Go. And they sit in a chair and they kind of put their head in their hands. They're like, at this rate, will I be fast enough? As you sit up, and they say, Auntie? And they look up and they're like, Auntie, what are we doing today? Where'd you come from? And they say, oh, just a day of adventuring. You know how it is. Yeah. How do you feel? I don't feel so... You explode. And you watch as two halves. It's like, no! This was the best one! You watch as she picks up both halves. She brings them into a workshop, and it's like, oh, I can save this. I can save this. There's been so many. I can't keep doing this. And you watch as she starts frantically slapping together different runes, changing things, swapping things out, until there are 2 TKs, and she says, okay, you're point 1, you're point 2, go. And they both turn on. One is robotic, stiff, and doesn't move at all, and the other, Auntie? Yes! Oh, I saved it. Oh. And she starts crying into her hands. Go find your parents, run along. And it's, okay. And they run off. It worked. Maybe there's a chance now. And they look at the other one, robotic, it's like, hey, hello? And she waves her hands in front of him. And they look, hey. And they snap twice. What's your name? Who are you? They say nothing. They don't move. Come on. And she puts hands on his shoulder. She looks exhausted, I want to say, for an elf. She looks exhausted. For something that's not supposed to get exhausted, she looks exhausted. She shakes on the shoulder as the figure says, phew. As Desra lights on fire. She says, ah! Fuck! You see she has these burn marks, like 3rd-degree burns, and they're not healing. And her red eyes swirl deep. She's like, I am too tired for this! And she grabs him. I'm too tired. Shut down. And it doesn't turn off. Shut down 26.1. Shut down! Nothing. As she closes her eyes, she's like, as she grabs it, and you watch as an aura she starts pulling off, as it grabs her hand, and it starts pulling it back, as the two start having this contest of might. Come on! And she whistles as this bird, a phoenix. She's like, hold this! And she taps it, and it turns from red to bright yellow. And she starts pulling, and she takes the phoenix, she puts it there, and she jams it between the two, and using the phoenix like some sort of lever, she rips it away. And she's holding this aura of just uncontrolled, of just weave magic. Pure magic. As the body falls and disappears. She's like, the others didn't do that one. Okay. And she's holding this magic in her hand. She's like, well, this isn't mine now. She looks up. You watch as as she disappears, as another door opens, as you hear, come on.
I'll follow.
And you find Fortyke. Desra standing in Fortyke with Melna standing behind her looking, is like, what? What are you doing back here? Well, I know time doesn't work the same thing. I know that you're currently the thing here, so whenever I come here, even though that technically, if I'm to think about this chronologically, it's supposed to be the other one that helped you, that you usurped, but because of how things worked here, that you're non-Euclidean, kind of, I know it's you. No, what are you doing here? Oh, to do this. And she throws the magic in her hand at the weave. And the whole weave flashes orange, and she's like, that's probably fine. And she looks back as you see Vessel start. No, not Vessel. You see a very short Dragonborn walk in. As he says, I'm back from the mission to the pass. No, I'm back from the mission from the pass, Forearms. Great job, Giblet. And Desra jumps out the window.
Wait, where does...
Desra jumps out the window.
And we're back in the workshop. And she looks around, she's like, well, as a hammer appears in her hands, closing time, as she starts breaking different vats. I did it.
This is what you see.
I made a life. Oh my god! And she puts her hands up. She's like, I'm the best! And you wake up.
Like, I'm back in Nutter's mansion, or am I waking up back on the boat?
Back in Nutter's mansion.
Ezra!
And that's where we'll continue on next week. So, as always, guys. Good night.
Oh.